Peace to you today. Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is not another message. It's a spiritual alert. December is not closing the same way it started. God is shifting something around you, and Psalm 144 is the key. This psalm says that God trains your hands for war and your fingers for battle. But today, the battle isn't swords. It's money battles, mental battles, spiritual pressure, invisible resistance, and every force trying to block your progress. And if you feel like something has been draining you, slowing you down, or making your victories harder than they should be, you're not imagining it. But hear me, this ends now. Because when you pray Psalm 144 the right way, something insane happens. God doesn't just protect you, He equips you. He upgrades your mind, your confidence, your discipline, your boldness, and your ability to create wealth and win battles that used to crush you. And December is the month where this activation hits you different. Before we go any further, do this right now. Hit the like button, subscribe, and comment, "Train my hands, Lord," so this word seals over your life, and the algorithm sends this prayer to more people who need breakthrough in December. Don't wait. Do it now and come back. Here's why you need to stay with me until the end. Psalm 144 is not a calm psalm. It's a divine upgrade. It's where God steps into your December and says, "I'm about to teach you how to win every battle that tried to define you this year." If you've been feeling tired, spiritually drained, blocked financially, or stuck in the same cycle, this psalm was written for you. Because David wasn't just fighting enemies, he was fighting limitation, pressure, fear, lack, delay. The same things you've been fighting too. And in this video, I'm going to guide you through a prophetic activation that turns this psalm into strategy, strength, and supernatural favor specifically for the month of December. Stay until the end. You're going to feel something shift. Father, in the name of Jesus, I lift this person into your presence right now. As they step into this prayer, let every distraction fall, every weight break, and every spiritual noise be silenced. Prepare their mind, prepare their spirit, prepare their atmosphere, and let the power of Psalm 144 open over their life like a gate of victory. Lord, train their hands for battle, train their decisions, train their focus, train their discipline, train their ability to create, build, multiply, and protect what you place in their hands. I ask that your presence covers this moment with clarity, boldness, and peace. And as we move through this message, let December become a month of victory strategies, financial wisdom, and supernatural opportunities. In Jesus' name, amen. Psalm 144 is not a passive psalm. It's not the type of scripture you read and walk away the same. It is an activation, a transformation, a divine training session where God steps into your reality and declares, "Let me shape your hands for victory, your mind for strategy, and your spirit for stability." And that's where we begin today. Because if you are listening to this, it's not random. God is preparing you for something December will require. He is getting your spirit ready for decisions, opportunities, challenges, and moments where you'll need clarity and spiritual sharpness. And Psalm 144 is the exact psalm that turns spiritual pressure into spiritual authority. David starts with a strange sentence, "Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle." Why hands? Why fingers? Why battle? Because God is not simply the one who protects you, He is the one who equips you. And this month, you will not walk as someone overwhelmed. You will walk as someone trained. Maybe this whole year you have felt stretched. Maybe doors opened, then closed. Maybe people you expected to help you stayed silent. Maybe finances felt like a fight. Maybe your spirit felt like it was carrying more weight than usual. But here is the truth. None of it was wasted. Every pressure, every delay, every battle, every hard moment, all of it became training. training for your discernment, training for your decisions, training for your spiritual maturity, training for your boldness, training for your financial wisdom, training for your emotional stability. Psalm 144 is God saying, I'm not just saving you from battles, I'm preparing you to win them. Let this sink deep. God is preparing you for victory, not survival. December will require a version of you that is confident, spiritually awake, strategically minded, and aligned with God's direction. And He is shaping that version right now. David continues, He is my loving God and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield in whom I take refuge. Notice this shift. God is your trainer, but He is also your fortress, meaning you are trained inside protection. You are strengthened inside safety. You are built inside covering. You are not being trained to fight alone. You are being trained under the shadow of His presence. David was a warrior, but he wasn't strong because of physical skill. He was strong because he understood spiritual authority. He understood, my strength is built in God. My preparation is shaped by God. My victories happen because God is with me. And that is what God is establishing in you now. December will not be a month where you collapse under pressure. It will be a month where pressure pushes you into alignment. It will not be a month of confusion. It will be a month of clarity, not a month of fear, but a month of boldness. Not a month of repeating old cycles, but a month where cycles break and new paths open. Psalm 144 is a declaration that God is upgrading your spiritual capacity, because victory doesn't begin with opportunity. It begins with preparation. Wealth doesn't begin with income. It begins with mindset. Breakthrough doesn't begin with miracles. It begins with alignment, and this psalm realigns everything inside you. David asks, Lord, what are human beings that you care for them? This is not insecurity. This is revelation. David is acknowledging something powerful. God, you are so great, yet you train me personally. And that is happening to you right now, while you listen, while you breathe, while you open your heart. God is shaping your inner world. You are not a random person on a random day listening to a random video. You are someone God is preparing for responsibility, preparing for opportunity, preparing for spiritual influence, preparing for wealth, preparing for leadership, preparing for impact, preparing for victory. Your hands are being trained for what God will place in them. Your mind is being trained for the decisions that your next season will demand. Your spirit is being trained for higher battles and higher blessings. David continues, part your heavens, Lord, and come down. This is not poetic, it's prophetic. It means, God, intervene. Step into my situation. Shift things I cannot shift. And that is what God is doing in your December. Every place where you felt outnumbered, God steps in. Every place where you felt drained, God renews. Every place where you felt stuck, God breaks open. Every place where you felt overlooked, God highlights you. Every place where you felt alone, God surrounds you. You are stepping into a month where divine intervention becomes visible. Psalm 144 also declares, send forth lightning and scatter the enemy. This is spiritual warfare language. It means God exposes what was hidden. God confuses what was formed against you. God dismantles opposition. God removes invisible resistance. God disrupts every plan of darkness that tried to slow you down this year. December is not just a month of blessing, it's a month of victory enforcement. Blessing arrives after battles are settled, and God is settling battles on your behalf. Then David says something unexpected. Reach down your hand from on high, deliver me and rescue me from the mighty waters. Now, mighty waters represent overwhelming situations, emotional overload, financial pressure, spiritual heaviness, relational storms, unseen burdens. And God responds, I will pull you out, not just comfort you, not just encourage you, not just give you a temporary relief, but pull you out permanently. And after God pulls you out, David does something powerful. He begins to speak the future. He says, "We will sing a new song." That means a new season, a new story, a new result, a new atmosphere, a new level, a new chapter. And that is what December will carry for you. God will not allow you to enter the next year with the same weight, the same cycles, the same spiritual resistance, the same battles. This psalm is your shift, your reset, your divine preparation. And right now, I declare over you, you will not repeat old patterns. You will not fight old battles. You will not stay stuck in old limits. God is training you for victory. God is training you for clarity. God is training you for wealth. God is training you for discipline. God is training you for expansion. God is training you for new responsibility. God is training you for new doors. You are being sharpened. You are being strengthened. You are being aligned. You are being equipped. And every battle this year tried to use against you, God turns into preparation for your December breakthrough. I receive the light of God today. When David declared, "He trains my hands for war," he wasn't romanticizing pain or glorifying struggle. He was revealing something deep. Destiny requires discipline. Promise requires preparation. Breakthrough requires structure. And before God gives you what belongs to you, He shapes you so you can hold it without losing it. This is exactly what God is doing inside you right now. He is shaping your inner world so your outer world can change. You don't need December to be easy. You need December to be aligned. And this alignment is the true meaning of the training inside Psalm 144. You're not being prepared for defeat. You're being prepared for victory that lasts. And the reason this matters is simple. If you skip preparation, you sabotage blessing. If you avoid training, you lose in battles you were supposed to win. If you stay spiritually asleep, you fall into cycles that God was trying to lift you out of. But that's not your path anymore. Psalm 144 is pushing you into a different posture, a posture of readiness, a posture where your mind is sharper, your spirit is awake, your discernment is stronger, your decisions are cleaner, your emotions are stable. Your inner world is not chaotic but focused. David says, "The Lord is my rock." Rocks don't move with circumstances. Rocks don't bend under pressure. Rocks remain steady even in storms. And when God becomes your rock, you stop being controlled by every voice, every fear, every unexpected moment, every criticism, every invisible pressure. You stop reacting. You start standing. December is the month where God stabilizes you. He stabilizes your emotions so you stop leaking energy on things that don't matter. He stabilizes your thinking so you stop building on assumptions and start building on clarity. He stabilizes your spirit so spiritual attacks lose access to your mind. He stabilizes your direction so you know exactly what to pursue and what to drop. You're becoming unshakable. And as God stabilizes you, something else activates: strategic awareness. David was not just trained to swing a sword. He was trained to understand the battlefield. He was trained to read the environment. He was trained to know when to advance and when to hold position. He knew how to fight, but he also knew when not to fight. And you are entering a season where knowing what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to pursue. God is teaching your hands for battle, but He's also teaching your feet for positioning. Not every opportunity is your opportunity. Not every conversation deserves your energy. Not every person deserves your vulnerability. Not every fight deserves your attention. Your training is not just about strength, it's about wisdom. December is a month where God makes your yes powerful and your no even more powerful. You will know exactly what is from God and what is a distraction. You will know exactly what is opportunity and what is delay in disguise. You will know when to speak and when to stay silent. You will know when to move and when to wait. You will know who is aligned with your future and who is tied to your past. This is training. David continues, "He is my fortress." A fortress is a place of strategy. A place where you see the bigger picture, a place where your vision expands. God is lifting your perspective so you don't see your life from ground level. You see it from heaven's angle. You're not seeing things as they are, you're seeing things as God sees them. And when that happens, fear breaks, confusion breaks, comparison breaks, anxiety breaks, pressure breaks, doubt breaks. You begin to move differently. You begin to speak differently. You begin to expect differently. Psalm 144 is not God comforting you, it is God elevating you. And then David says, "He is my deliverer." This is important. Training does not replace God's help. Strength does not replace grace. Preparation does not replace protection. David is saying, "God, while you train me, you also cover me. While you prepare me, you also deliver me. While you shape me, you also rescue me." This is the balance God is creating in you. You won't depend on your strength, but you also won't walk in weakness. You won't rely only on prayer, but you also won't walk without prayer. You won't move only by strategy, but you also won't move without spiritual direction. You're learning what David mastered, partnership with God. You fight, but God multiplies your impact. You plan, but God opens the doors. You work, but God breathes on what you touch. You pray, but God moves what you cannot move. This is what makes December different. The burden is not on your shoulders anymore. You're not entering the month exhausted, trying to force outcomes. You're entering positioned, aligned, trained, strengthened, and God is stepping into your December with you. David also declares, "Lord, open the heavens." This is a request of someone who understands that breakthrough is not natural, it's supernatural. He's saying, "God, I need you to invade my atmosphere." And God is doing that for you right now. Everywhere you go this month, God goes with you. Every decision you make, God influences. Every idea you step into, God breathes on. Every moment that looks uncertain, God turns. Every place that feels heavy, God lightens. Every closed door, God shakes. Every delayed blessing, God accelerates. You are not walking into this month alone. Heaven is partnering with you. And David continues, "Scatter the enemies." Notice he doesn't say fight them, he says scatter them. That means, God, break their formation, break their structure, break their influence. Every spiritual attack that tried to cluster around your mind, scattered. Every emotional heaviness that tried to sit on your chest, scattered. Every financial resistance that tried to slow your progress, scattered. Every whisper of doubt, insecurity, and confusion, scattered. God is not just stopping battles, He's destroying the structure behind them. And this is powerful. When the structure falls, the battle ends. Psalm 144 is God dismantling what tried to manipulate your year. Fear had a structure. Delay had a structure. Confusion had a structure. Financial blockage had a structure. Spiritual resistance had a structure. But when God steps in, structures collapse. David says, "Rescue me from mighty waters." Mighty waters symbolize things that were stronger than you. Emotions, pressures, responsibilities, situations that felt overwhelming. And God answers David by pulling him out, not letting him drown in what was trying to suffocate him. And God is doing the same for you now. He's pulling you out of stuck places. He's pulling you out of mental fatigue. He's pulling you out of emotional heaviness. He's pulling you out of wasted seasons. He's pulling you out of cycles that were not yours to carry. Then David begins to speak about the future. "We will sing a new song to you, O God." This is the prophetic turning point of Psalm 144. A new song represents a new cycle, a new state of mind, a new level of favor, a new season of clarity, a new rhythm of provision, a new flow of opportunities. God is removing the noise of this year so you can hear the melody of the next. He's removing the weight so you can walk lightly. He's removing the confusion so you can move confidently. He's removing the spiritual fog so you can see the path clearly. December becomes your reset. Doors open, not because you forced them, but because you were trained to recognize them. Provision flows, not because you begged for it, but because you aligned with it. Breakthrough comes not because you chased it, but because you were prepared for it. Victory settles not because you are lucky, but because you are positioned. God trains your hands, and then He blesses what your hands touch. God strengthens your spirit, and then He expands your influence. God shapes your mind, and then He elevates your decisions. God stabilizes your emotions, and then He multiplies your outcomes. God prepares your steps, and then He accelerates your path. This is your December story. You will not walk weak. You will not walk confused. You will not walk intimidated. You will not walk spiritually drained. You will walk trained, sharpened, aligned, stable, protected, and empowered. God is not giving you a small victory. He is preparing you for a season of victories. Your hands are trained. Your mind is trained. Your spirit is trained. Your feet are positioned. Your path is aligned. Your atmosphere is shifting. Your December is opening. I receive the light of God today. There are battles you see and battles you feel. Some pressure is obvious. Bills, responsibilities, deadlines, decisions. But there is a deeper pressure that hits your spirit in a way you can't explain with logic. It shows up as resistance, delay, confusion, weariness, unexpected discouragement, closed doors that should be open, lack of motivation without a clear reason, emotional storms that come out of nowhere, random heaviness when nothing is wrong. This is what Psalm 144 exposes: invisible resistance. David wasn't just fighting armies, he was fighting atmospheres. He was fighting spiritual forces that moved against his calling, his growth, his confidence, his decision-making, and his destiny. And he knew the difference between natural pressure and supernatural interference. This is why he cried out, "Lord, scatter the enemies." He wasn't asking God to fight people. He was asking God to dismantle invisible structures working against him. And this is exactly what God is doing in your life right now. Because before December opens completely for you, God must remove what has been fighting you quietly. Some battles have been in the shadows, in your mind, in your emotions, in your sleep, in your confidence. And God is stepping into that spiritual realm on your behalf. When David said, "Send forth lightning," he was declaring something intense. God, expose what is hidden. God, paralyze what is attacking me. God, strike what is resisting me. God, reveal what is draining me. This is not poetic language. It is warfare language. Lightning represents sudden divine intervention, a spiritual interruption that breaks patterns instantly. A moment where what was resisting you loses its grip. A divine shockwave that destroys what was invisible but real. God is sending lightning into your December, lightning into the confusion, lightning into the fear, lightning into the anxiety, lightning into the mental fatigue, lightning into the emotional heaviness, lightning into the spiritual attacks, lightning into the financial blockage, lightning into the patterns that followed you from earlier months. There are things that won't cross with you into the next season, not because you fought harder, but because God intervened. When the hand of God enters a battle, the battle ends differently. And David understood this deeply. That's why he spoke with urgency. "Reach down your hand from on high." He didn't say, "Give me more strength." He said, "I need your hand." Because there are moments when your strength is not enough, but God's hand is. And right now, God's hand is reaching into places in your life where you felt helpless. Places where you felt trapped, places where you felt stuck, places where you felt emotionally drained, places where you didn't even have the words to pray anymore. God's hand is reaching into those places and pulling you out. Because spiritual resistance wants you to give up before the blessing comes. It wants to exhaust you before your season changes. It wants to distract you before your breakthrough manifests. It wants to keep you emotionally unstable so you don't recognize the opportunities God puts in front of you. It wants to drain your confidence so you stop dreaming. It wants to cloud your thinking so you make reactive choices instead of strategic ones. This is why Psalm 144 is your spiritual reset. It's God saying, I'm clearing the path before I open the door. I'm removing the battle before I release the blessing. I'm scattering the opposition before I give you the opportunity. I'm lifting the weight before I give you the promotion. I'm breaking the chains before I give you the expansion. God is not just preparing you, He is removing what fights you. And here is something powerful you need to understand. Invisible resistance often intensifies right before breakthrough. The enemy cannot stop God's blessing, but he can try to distract you, drain you, delay you, or discourage you enough that you no longer expect it. But that ends here. Psalm 144 is God declaring war on what has been silently fighting you. Every spiritual weight lifted, every mental battle broken, every emotional storm calmed, every financial resistance scattered, every whisper of doubt silenced, every cycle of delay destroyed, every spiritual assignment against your progress cancelled. This psalm cuts through the spiritual fog. David then makes a shift. Rescue me from the deep waters, not normal waters, deep waters, the kind that pull you under, the kind that overwhelm, the kind that steal breath, the kind that make you feel like you're drowning in responsibilities, expectations, decisions, worries, or burdens. God is not letting you drown, not mentally, not emotionally, not spiritually, not financially. He is lifting you up and out. Deep waters represent life situations that become stronger than your own strength, and God responds not with comfort, but with rescue, not with survival, but with deliverance. You will not struggle your way out. God is pulling you out. And then something unexpected happens. As soon as David is rescued, he begins speaking about the future with boldness. He says, I will sing a new song to you. A new song means the old song ended, the old story closed, the old pattern broke, the old season shifted, the old chapter finished. A new song is a prophetic sign of transition, and that's what God is doing in your December. He is closing cycles with His hand. He is removing burdens with His hand. He is ending spiritual storms with His hand. He is drying up deep waters with His hand. He is cutting invisible resistance with His hand. And as He removes what was fighting you, something else becomes clear. You're stepping into a cleaner atmosphere. The heaviness will feel lighter. Your thoughts will feel clearer. Your energy will feel renewed. Your confidence will return. Your focus will sharpen. Your motivation will activate. Your hope will rise again. Not because life magically improved, but because the spiritual environment shifted. And when the spiritual atmosphere changes, everything changes with it. Doors open faster, ideas flow easier, discernment becomes stronger, opportunities appear more clearly, your decisions start aligning. Your emotions stabilize, your faith becomes consistent, your energy returns. What was difficult begins to feel doable again. What felt impossible begins to feel reachable. What seemed distant begins to feel close. What was heavy becomes light. What was blocked becomes open. This is what happens when invisible resistance breaks. David understood something that many people miss. You don't win physical victories until you win spiritual battles first. That's why Psalm 144 begins with warfare, not blessings. Because God knows, before He blesses you, He must remove what was fighting you. Before He multiplies you, He must silence what was limiting you. Before He elevates you, He must dismantle what was pulling you down. This is what God is doing inside your December, and there is something even deeper. Psalm 144 is the psalm of God's intervention at the perfect time, not early, not late, but at the exact moment you need it. God is stepping into your timeline right on time, right before you enter a new season, right before opportunities appear, right before responsibilities increase, right before new doors open, right before your December blessings manifest. This is not coincidence. It is divine timing. And as God breaks resistance, something else awakens inside you, a new level of spiritual authority. You won't just feel lighter, you will feel stronger. You won't just feel better, you will feel bolder. You won't just experience peace, you will carry it. You won't just walk into rooms, you will shift them. You won't just survive battles, you will win them strategically. Invisible resistance doesn't break to make you comfortable. It breaks to make you unstoppable. And right now, over your life, I declare resistance is breaking, delay is breaking, fear is breaking, confusion is breaking, mental exhaustion is breaking, emotional heaviness is breaking, financial stagnation is breaking. Spiritual pressure is breaking, invisible battles are breaking, old cycles are breaking, and December is opening. You are not entering this month weak, you are entering trained. You are not entering discouraged, you are entering equipped. You are not entering confused, you are entering clear. You are not entering empty, you are entering strengthened. You are not entering alone. God is stepping in with you. The hand of God that trained you is the same hand that rescues you. The hand of God that rescues you is the same hand that elevates you. The hand of God that elevates you is the same hand that blesses you. This is your breakthrough month. This is your reset month. This is your alignment month. This is your victory month. I receive the light of God today. Psalm 144 is not only a warfare psalm, it is a wealth psalm. A psalm of divine strategy, supernatural provision, financial protection, and mental clarity that allows a person to rise above lack, fear, and instability. David wasn't just a warrior. He was a builder, a leader, a ruler, a steward of resources, a man responsible for the economic well-being of thousands. And in Psalm 144, we see that God didn't just train his hands for physical battles. He trained his hands for financial battles, administrative challenges, leadership pressures, and stewardship responsibilities. This is where your December transformation begins, because God isn't just preparing you to survive attacks. He's preparing you to handle wealth, to manage increase, to walk with strategy, and to step into opportunities with wisdom, confidence, and stability. Many people pray for wealth, but few pray for the training to handle it. Many pray for financial breakthrough, but few pray for the mindset required to sustain it. Many pray for open doors, but few pray for the discipline required to walk through them. Psalm 144 is God giving you the mindset, the maturity, and the mental framework to handle blessing. Not waste it, not fear it, not lose it, not sabotage it, but carry it. David understood this. He said, "You train my hands for war." But in the last part of the psalm, he shifts into prosperity. He begins to declare, "May our barns be filled with every kind of provision. May our sons be like well-nurtured plants. May our daughters be pillars. May our storehouses overflow. May there be no breach in our walls. May our people be blessed." This is not random. This is divine sequence. God trains you, then God trusts you with increase. And this is exactly what he is doing in your December. You are being trained for wealth, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, strategically. Not wealth that destroys people, but wealth that strengthens them. Wealth that frees you from fear. Wealth that allows you to bless others. Wealth that allows you to pursue purpose. Wealth that aligns with heaven's economy. Here's what Psalm 144 reveals about the kind of wealth God is preparing you for. 1. Wealth that comes from clarity. God is clearing your mind so financial confusion can no longer sabotage you. When your mind is foggy, you make reactive decisions. When your mind is clear, you make strategic decisions. December is the month where God lifts your thinking. Ideas that felt scattered will become organized. Plans that felt heavy will become simple. Decisions that felt overwhelming will become guided. You will feel a new level of clarity around money, work, and opportunities. 2. Wealth that comes from discipline. David didn't become king by accident. He learned discipline in the field. He learned discipline in battle. He learned discipline in leadership. He learned discipline in worship. He learned discipline in silence. God trains your hands for battle, and he also trains your hands for consistency, wise habits, and daily strength. The wealth God is preparing you for in December will demand structure. Structure in thought, structure in planning, structure in habits, structure in time, structure in priorities. Your financial life is about to get more organized, not by force, but by grace. 3. Wealth protected from spiritual attack. There is a reason God mixes warfare and prosperity in the same psalm, because what you gain spiritually, the enemy tries to interrupt financially. And what you gain financially, he tries to destabilize emotionally. So God declares over you no breach in your walls, meaning no unexpected losses, no financial sabotage, no cycles of almost breakthrough, no draining relationships, no attacks that consume your resources, no open doors for the enemy to steal your peace. God is sealing your financial atmosphere. 4. Wealth that grows in peace, not stress. Some people become richer but lose their peace. Some earn more but sleep worse. Some gain opportunities but lose their joy. Some advance in life but collapse internally. This is not the wealth God gives. Psalm 144 says, "Happy are the people whose God is the Lord." This is joyful wealth, peaceful provision, stable increase, blessing without burnout. You will not trade your peace to prosper. You will prosper because God gives you peace. 5. Wealth that multiplies, not leaks. If you felt like money leaves your hands too quickly, if you feel like every time you save, something happens, if you feel like progress disappears overnight, this is the month where God trains your hands for retention and multiplication. He teaches you how to keep what He gives. He trains your spirit to stop emotional spending. He sharpens your discernment to avoid bad decisions. He strengthens your discipline to stay consistent. He gives you wisdom to grow what you have. The wealth God gives is not temporary, it is sustainable. 6. Wealth that aligns with purpose. David didn't become wealthy to flaunt it. He became wealthy to build God's purposes. And God is calling you into the same flow. Your December is not just about increase. It's about purpose, about alignment, about stepping into what God is preparing your hands to carry. Your finances are shifting because your purpose is shifting. Your opportunities are shifting because your responsibility is growing. Your mindset is shifting because your calling is expanding. 7. Wealth that brings stability to your house. David prays, "Let our sons be like plants that flourish. Let our daughters be like pillars." This is family blessing, generational blessing, stability blessing. God is not giving you wealth for a moment. He is establishing a foundation for years, a foundation for your household, a foundation for your future, a foundation for your legacy. This is why the training matters. You're not being shaped for one miracle. You're being shaped for a lifestyle where you think differently, where you walk with strategy, where you operate in discipline, where abundance doesn't shake you, it strengthens you. And now, let's go deeper into the prophetic flow of Psalm 144 for your December. David ends the psalm by describing a full life, a better-than-before life, a life that doesn't look like pain or battle, but like stability, joy, and abundance. May there be no cry of distress in our streets. This means no chaos, no despair, no crisis, no emotional breakdowns, no unexpected attacks, no heavy news, no spiritual turbulence. God is calming your environment. Your December blessing is not just financial, it is atmospheric. Peace around you, peace inside you, peace in your decisions, peace in your steps, peace in your environment, peace in your home. Your atmosphere is shifting into abundance. Because prosperity is not only what you have, it is the environment you carry. Now hear this clearly. Every financial battle you fought this year became training. Every moment of lack shaped your awareness. Every closed door shaped your discipline. Every delay shaped your understanding. Every struggle shaped your faith. Every hardship shaped your character. Nothing was wasted. God used all of it to train your hands for victory in December. This is your shift, your upgrade, your financial alignment, your strategic awakening. Your hands are being trained to build. Your mind is being trained to plan. Your spirit is being trained to believe. Your discipline is being trained to grow. Your atmosphere is being trained to hold blessing. Financial pressure didn't break you. It prepared you. Moments of confusion didn't destroy you. They sharpened you. Every challenge matured you into someone God can trust. And now, in December, God is placing something new in your hands. Not just money, but wisdom. Not just opportunities, but clarity. Not just ideas, but strategy. Not just open doors, but confidence. Not just blessings, but stability. Not just increase, but purpose. Psalm 144 is your financial training, your mental training, your spiritual training, your preparation for the next season. And now I declare over your December, your hands will not fail, your mind will not faint, your spirit will not collapse, your provision will not dry up, your opportunities will not disappear, your progress will not reverse, your peace will not be stolen, your purpose will not be delayed, your blessing will not be wasted. You are trained, you are aligned, you are ready. You are stepping into wealth, strategy, clarity, and supernatural provision. I receive the light of God today. In this month, God is not only training you, He is placing something in your hands. And what He places now will follow you into the next season. David said, "Lord, open the heavens." This is the sound of expectation, the sound of someone who knows that seasons can shift overnight when God steps in. December is your open heaven month, a month where prayers carried weight, a month where heaven responds quickly, a month where spiritual resistance is broken and blessings flow without interruption. This is the month where God says, "I'm not only training your hands for war, I'm training them for victory. Victory in your spirit, victory in your mind, victory in your decisions, victory in your finances, victory in your emotions, victory in your relationships, victory in every area that has been under pressure." Psalm 144 is the blueprint for the kind of December God is releasing into your life. It is a December where your peace returns, your energy rises, your clarity increases, your spiritual authority strengthens, your confidence awakens, your hope renews, your discernment sharpens, your progress accelerates. Everything David prayed at the end of Psalm 144 is prophetic for you. The blessings he spoke were not random, they were instructions for a flourishing life. Let's go through them one by one and release them over your December. 1. May our barns be filled with every kind of provision. This means fullness, not survival. Provision that doesn't run out. Resources that multiply. Opportunities that come from places you didn't expect. Unexpected favor. Unexpected increase. Unexpected open doors. God is declaring, your December will not be a month of lack. It will be a month of supply. You will have what you need. You will have more than enough. You will have stability instead of pressure. You will walk with overflow instead of fear. 2. May our storehouses overflow. Storehouses represent long-term stability, not just daily provision. God is strengthening your future, strengthening your finances, strengthening your plans, strengthening your structure, strengthening your discipline. You are entering a month where what you touch doesn't dry up, it grows. Your savings grow, your ideas grow, your influence grows, your resources grow, your opportunities grow. Overflow is not noise, it is God's way of saying, I trust you with more. 3. May there be no breach in our walls. A breach is a place where the enemy slips in. God is sealing every breach around your life. No breach in your finances, no breach in your peace, no breach in your mind, no breach in your relationships, no breach in your emotional stability, no breach in your joy, no breach in your spiritual covering. The enemy will not find openings in your December. God is closing every door where the enemy stole from you before. 4. May there be no cry of distress in our streets. This is a prophetic declaration of peace, no chaos, no heavy news, no sudden losses, no emotional collapse, no spiritual storms. No unexpected attacks, no confusion, no despair. God is calming your December. Your life will not shake. Your emotions will not spiral. Your spirit will not break. Your environment will not feel heavy. Everything around you is shifting into peace. 5. Happy are the people whose God is the Lord. This is the final blessing, the blessing of joy. Joy that comes from God. Joy that doesn't depend on circumstances. Joy that stabilizes your decisions. Joy that restores your perspective. Joy that removes heaviness. Joy that awakens hope. Joy that strengthens your faith. Joy that carries you into the next season with expectation instead of fear. Your December will be filled with joy that makes no sense to the enemy. This is the prophetic pattern of Psalm 144. God trains, God rescues, God blesses, God multiplies, God stabilizes, God fills, God protects, God releases joy. Your entire month is being shaped by this flow. But now comes one of the most powerful revelations of the psalm. Blessing follows training. This is why your December is special. God has already done the hard part inside you. He trained your hands. He sharpened your spirit. He stabilized your emotions. He cleared your mind. He elevated your perspective. He strengthened your discipline. He broke invisible resistance. He realigned your path. He renewed your clarity. He restored your peace. And now He is releasing blessing. You are not entering December by accident. You are entering it by design. You have been shaped for this moment. Every moment of spiritual battle this year, every testing of your patience, every moment where God felt silent, every season where you felt invisible, every prayer that felt unanswered, every fight that felt unfair, every delay that felt exhausting, all of it was training, all of it was preparation, all of it was God shaping you for a month of victory. December is the month where preparation becomes manifestation. And now I want you to listen closely to this prophetic truth. What God is releasing in December will not leave your life when the month ends. This is not a temporary blessing. This is not a short-term breakthrough. This is not one miracle. This is a shift, a reset, an upgrade, a new rhythm, a new atmosphere, a new structure, a new level of blessing, a new level of clarity, a new level of favor, a new level of strength. You are stepping into a December that sets the tone for the next season of your life. Every area trained is now ready to be blessed. Every area strengthened is now ready to expand. Every area healed is now ready to grow. Every area protected is now ready to flourish. And let this settle deeply in your spirit. You are not entering December empty. You are entering equipped. You are entering prepared. You are entering aligned. You are entering covered. You are entering blessed. And now I declare over your life, your December will carry divine timing. Your December will carry provision. Your December will carry breakthrough. Your December will carry healing. Your December will carry peace. Your December will carry strategy. Your December will carry joy. Your December will carry supernatural favor. You will enter a new year with new strength, new clarity, new confidence, new opportunities, new connections, new blessings, new stability, new growth, new spiritual authority. Your December will not end the way it began. God trains you, God rescues you, God blesses you, God multiplies you, God strengthens you, God surrounds you, God elevates you, God fills you, God protects you, God prepares you, and God releases you into victory. I receive the light of God today. You've reached the final moment of this journey through Psalm 144, and everything we've built until now leads to this closing. A prophetic release over your December and a reset over your destiny. This is where the training, the warfare, the clarity, the elevation, and the blessing collide. You've walked through the training of God. You've walked through the rescue of God. You've walked through the breaking of resistance. You've walked through the activation of strategy. You've walked through the flow of blessing. And now, God is sealing your December. I want you to hear this. deep in your spirit. You are stepping into a month that will mark you, not with fear, not with exhaustion, not with confusion, but with victory, peace, provision, and unusual clarity. December is not closing you, it is preparing you. You are not finishing this year empty, you are finishing equipped. You are not entering the next year wounded, you are entering trained. You are not stepping into the next season with fear, you are stepping with authority. Everything that weighed on you this year, everything that drained you, everything that delayed you, everything that discouraged you, everything that spiritually suffocated you, God is not letting it cross into your next season. Psalm 144 is the proof. God trains first, then blesses. He strengthens your inner world so your outer world can finally shift. And right now, I need you to receive this with maturity and confidence. You are not who you were at the start of the year. Something inside you grew, something inside you sharpened, something inside you awakened, something inside you matured. You're stronger, you're wiser, you're clearer, you're more disciplined, you're more aligned, you're spiritually awake. And now you're ready for what God wanted to give you all along. This final block is your confirmation. You didn't go through all of that for nothing. You were being trained, prepared, positioned, strengthened, aligned, and December is your turning point. Not next month, not someday, not when things improve. No, now. The shift begins now. Your hands are ready. Your spirit is ready. Your mind is ready. Your atmosphere is ready. Your path is ready. Your blessing is ready. And the God who trained you is the God who will carry you into victory. Now hear this final prophetic encouragement as if I were speaking directly to you alone. You will not repeat old cycles. You will not lose your peace. You will not walk in fear. You will not be overwhelmed by pressure. You will not live under spiritual heaviness. You will not question your worth. You will not shrink back from your purpose. You will not end the year defeated. You are rising. You are advancing. You are stabilizing. You are strengthening. You are aligning. There is a power over you, real, spiritual, and heavenly, that is shifting your steps and clearing your path. Your December will carry clarity that makes confusion impossible, peace that makes anxiety powerless, provision that makes lack irrelevant, joy that makes heaviness disappear, discernment that makes mistakes avoidable, momentum that makes delay break, favor that makes doors open, protection that makes attacks fail. This is your December blessing. This is your Psalm 144 blessing. This is your activation for a new season. And now, as we close, let me speak a final word of hope and faith into you. Even if you don't see everything yet, God is already moving. Even if things look the same, spiritually they are not. Even if progress feels slow, God is accelerating what you cannot see. Hold your peace. Hold your faith. Hold your focus. God is not done. God is not late. God is not distant. God is here. God is training you. God is guiding you. God is defending you. God is blessing you. God is preparing you. And God is about to surprise you in December. Before we activate the 7 declarations, do this right now. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with someone who needs a December breakthrough. And join our community of thousands praying daily. You are not alone in this journey. The 7-time war declaration, Psalm 144, repeat 7 times. Verse 6, no fear, no delay, no confusion. 7, this month belongs to my breakthrough. And after this video, watch the next one I'm recommending. It will strengthen your spirit even more.